The Rider, the Headless Horsewoman. This is Dagath, the Dullahan Warframe. Dagath spreads viral and tramples foes underfoot. Her undying nature makes her a very difficult foe to kill. Dagath's passive gives her a 35% chance to increase the effectiveness of health and energy orbs by 300%. This works anytime she picks up an orb, so as long as you can find them, she'll be very good at recovering. Finding mods that improve the drop chance of health and energy orbs effectively will make it so that she can have a good way of constantly healing and restoring her energy throughout a fight. Weird Scythes creates a ring of scythes around Dagath, dealing viral damage to enemies nearby. After a few seconds, the scythes shoot towards an enemy, dealing increased viral damage to them. Additionally, struck enemies are slowed for a short time. The slow effect on this is actually pretty significant for just a regular ability that does not do frost damage. Its low cost as a first ability also makes it a very useful ability for spamming and dealing with crowds. Doom causes Dagath to let out a spectral scream. Enemies hit by the scream will have a weird scythe appear above their heads. This scythe will strike the enemy after Dagath deals damage to them, dealing an amount of viral damage equal to a portion of the damage dealt to the enemy. Hitting enemies affected by Doom with weird scythes will trigger its damage effect immediately, reset its duration, and spread Doom to nearby enemies. Additionally, Doom can be recast to reset its duration and trigger its scythe to strike. This can be a very good way of making her weapons and other attacks deal increased damage, as the scythes can strike multiple times. Grave Spirit surrounds Dagath with spectral energies. Dagath imbues her weapons with enhanced critical chance and critical damage. This effect is doubled on enemies affected by Doom. Additionally, if Dagath takes fatal damage after activating Grave Spirit, she cheats death, becoming invulnerable for a few seconds, with each kill guaranteeing a health orb. After this invulnerability duration, Grave Spirit goes on a short cooldown. This places her firmly in the Wukong category of frames that have a "I'm never gonna die" answer to a gunshot to the head. Calling upon the bond of rider and steed, Rakali's cavalry summons forth a stampede of ghastly Kaiths to trample enemies in front of Dagath. Enemies struck take massive amounts of viral damage and are staggered. Each individual one of the 5 Kaiths deals damage individually, meaning one enemy can very well be struck multiple times by more than one Kaith. Enemies affected by Doom trigger its scythe and also permanently have reduced shields and armor when struck by Rakali's cavalry. The distance traveled by the stampede is improved with duration and not range, so keep that in mind. Dagath is very, very good at dealing damage to enemies. However, her coverage is primarily in front of her, aside from weird scythes. She's very useful in most game modes, as she has more of an offensive style of play. This makes her perfect for offensive missions such as Sabotage, Exterminate, and Survival. At rank 30, Dagath has 666 HP, 250 shields, 125 armor, and 225 energy. Dagath has a Xeneric Aura, along with 1 Vazarin and 1 Matter-Eye Polarity slot. Dagath and her parts can be purchased in Dagath's Hollow in a dojo for 102 Vein Thorns in total. Vein Thorns can be acquired from the Abyssal Zone around Ceres, accessible using Abyssal Beacons acquired from an allied syndicate. Let's see her in action one last time. Ask not for whom the bell tolls, Tenno.